All right, everybody, welcome to Unscripted from my studios at the Junction, and you can probably hear the smile on my face. Let me see if I can do this because I got some new toys. Hang on 1 second.
I love it. I love it. Look at you.
Hey, it's like a radio station, man. I'm sorry. I'm
He groans up and he groans up. Look at that.
Somebody's probably gonna call and yell at me because I just used that clip, or I probably owe somebody some money. But man, welcome back to Unscripted. My friend, I'm gonna call you Cooking with CJ, but why don't you introduce yourself and we will roll from there.
Hey, dude, I'm so glad to be back, and I'm loving what you got going on in the background there in your new studio. I'm jealous. I'm sitting in my old studio, i.e. my office at home, but yeah, good things. Guys, I'm CJ Wolfman. I'm the creator, curator, master chef of Cooking with CJ on YouTube and all the social medias. I tell everybody, and I'm on Twitter to Pinterest to TikTok. Like I have more social media than a 12-year-old girl, and I'm not ashamed to say it. So it's what you got to do to get the brand out there, and
yes, sir.
There I am. So.
That's right. Well,
thanks
that's
for
what I
having
wanted to have
me back on.
Oh
so
man,
cool.
Yeah, I'm so excited. You and I have talked. It's almost a year ago. It's unbelievable how fast time has gone, man. Time flies, and here we are. Yep. We're back, and we're going to do a short episode today for anybody just jumping on. Yep. So I wanted to quickly let's bring everybody up to speed. You just said a lot of things that you do, but why don't you introduce everybody a little bit to yourself? You and I connected because my wife bought me a Ninja Foodie grill for my 50th birthday, for a
smart
birthday. Smart, man. I love that thing. But I didn't know how to use it. And so I went to YouTube, and all of a sudden I discovered this guy, Cooking with CJ, and I have probably dialed you up every time I was cooking with something. So why don't you just give us a short introduction to anybody that missed our first episode? It's a long one. It was good. We had a good time on that one.
Yeah, that was a good time.
It was a great time. So why don't you introduce just tell us a little bit about you and who you are and what got you into YouTube and all those things.
I'm just it's a home cook, man. I've been growing up, it was just me and my mom for the longest time, and she worked, so I had to learn how to cook. She showed me the basics, and I just fell in love with cooking, right? So I've been cooking, from I think I was 13, maybe a little bit younger, and just haven't really stopped, and it's not like I'm some outrageous foodie, I'm not all that terribly adventurous, but I just obviously, you look at me, I'm a big boy. I love cooking. I love eating what I cook, right? So, and then it obviously progressed through the years. I've learned some stuff and, did some things. And I've always been a coach or a teacher of some sort, or, that was my goal in life, was to become a teacher and a football coach. And, obviously you have a background in sports too, and you understand that. So I would teach my kids, how to do some things, and I show my wife how to do some things, I just love sharing, right? Mm-hmm. Turns out my oldest son wanted to go into film school, actually is in film school now. A couple years back, I was getting him ready for college. I said, well, why don't we build a little portfolio of, videos so you can share editing skills, because that's the way he's going. He wants to edit, produce, that type of stuff. So I'm like, let's just do it that way. Honestly, I thought I was inventing the wheel. Like, I wasn't aware of YouTube university style. I was just like, hey, let's film some videos. We'll put it on YouTube. And once I got in there, YouTube cooking is huge. Mm-hmm. It's, we've talked about it before. It's the second largest search engine in the world, owned by the first, right?
Right.
So people go there, such as yourself, go there and learn how to cook. So we put out videos. He edited and did some things, and so it started out as something me and my oldest son could do together, and brought us together a little bit. But unfortunately, he's a teenager and has teenager things going on, right?
Right.
So, but I didn't want to stop. I enjoyed it, right? I enjoyed the cooking and sharing what I did and do in the kitchen, and coaching, right? It really just comes down to coaching, and that's what I decided to do. So I basically taught myself how to edit. I taught myself how to light sounds. I have microphones that you use in the whole bit, and it became a creative outlet. When I was not feeling the best in the world, right? You know, I was feeling kind of, you know, I have a great job, great family, you know, not in a depression for anywhere, you know, but I needed an outlet. I needed a creative outlet, and that's what took me there, right? And then I just kept rolling with it, kept growing little by little here and there. And my wife actually bought me my first Ninja Foodie appliance, the little pressure cooker thing, and I had no clue what the heck to do with it. And but I started filming, and it started doing well for me. And then actually Ninja Kitchen, or you know, Shark Ninja, they came at me and said, you know, we got a new grill, we want you to test it out, be in the infomercial, all that jazz. And I just kind of went with it and became pretty much, you know, known for the Ninja Foodie Grill stuff. I have like 150 videos on the various incarnations of the Foodie Grill through the years. And I sprinkle in other cooking in there. You know, we do a soul food Sundays thing. You know, I have barbecues, I have griddles outside. We're actually getting ready to have a Christmas party next weekend, and I have to clear out the whole backyard, move all the grills to the side of the house. Like I have 8 different grills, smokers, griddles, or whatever out there, and I have to move them all to make room for the party. So, you know, it's just my joy cooking, hoping to inspire people to get in the kitchen or get outdoors or get away from fast food, get away from the restaurants, man. Yeah. And during the COVID time, you know, it was a horrible time for the you know, the country, but it was a great time for the cooking YouTubers or the do-it-yourselfer YouTubers, right? Right. Because people were stuck at home, people needed to do for themselves. People had to learn how to cook, had to learn how to, you know, some people, you know, make your masks. You know, people were doing tutorials on making masks, and those YouTube channels blew up, right? Yeah. Because it was providing a service. So that's kind of where we're at right now. Obviously, it's blossomed into making some income, and you know, eventually we want to take it to the point where I can actually hire on, you know, at least one full-time employee, you know, to do the filming or editing or just to help me out. Because what you see is the final 8 to 10 minutes, you know, of a video, right? And for me, it's 3 or 4 hours of prep, research, you know, clean up, you know, gotta do the dishes, right? You know, there's a whole steps that you need to take to do this 1 to 8 minute video. So it's pretty taxing. So eventually, you know, again, I'm not, you know, complaining. It's just I'm blessed with the work, but it is taxing. So eventually I want to be able to hire somebody on to help, whether it's, you know, Mrs. CJ or, you know, my son. By the time I get to the point where I can afford to hire someone full time, my son will be graduated from school, so he might get a full-time job with me. And that's, to me, that would be just awesome. Make this a family biz and, you know, keep growing. Obviously, you know, the partnership with yourself, I want to grow more globally and do more things, and not necessarily end up on Food Network or any of that, you know, stuff, but just help out people, inspire people, chat with people, just having conversations with people. It's a big deal to me, and you know, I just love it. So I think that's the long version of the short answer.
That's a great answer. And you actually there was a nice segue there to a few things we want to talk about next. And, you know, I love everything. And that everything you've said, because I think that was a lot of our connecting point in that first episode was, and it's funny because, you know, back then I think I was sitting in my garage or my basement I think I was in my home office. I don't even know if I had a microphone. If I did, it was probably something cheap. And here we are. And I've just actually hired my first full-timer, and it's so just cool. Funny how fast these things have gone, but a big part of that is the fact that we've created some strategic partnerships, and yours is one of them. And so I'm glad you brought that up, because you know, you and I made that announcement. It was probably a small blip on a lot of people's radar at the time, but I think you and I understand how really epic, at least for me, this partnership is going to be. And we'll talk about part of that partnership in a second, but I think for us, you know, for my team, for the MyUnscripted team, really you bring just such a wealth and breadth of knowledge that you have learned, just like myself. You know, over the last year, I've taught myself a lot about podcasting, a lot more than I thought, you know, and it was self-taught, but at the same time, it's been effective. And I'm not bragging by any means by saying that, but, you know, just like I found you with YouTube and those kind of things, you know, you have really grabbed an audience in YouTube. You've learned a lot, self-taught, but you understand YouTube. Now you're on TikTok, you're on Instagram, you're on Pinterest, as you said. You're on a lot of platforms, and you really have done an amazing job. And so I've learned at your feet in many ways, whether or not you know it, how to build a brand, how to build an online presence, all those things. So, for us, a strategic partnership made perfect sense, and I'm so excited. You're just my dude. Besides that,
dude, I know. I feel the same way, man. It's like talking to a brother, just picking it up. We text all the time. We chat on the phone. We got good things going on, and it just feels comfortable. Nothing's forced. Nothing's like, all right, well, maybe I can do it. Maybe not. It's like, I'm all in. Let's make it happen. I think the world of you and what we're doing here is just going to be amazing for sure.
Yeah. And you and I, there's so many, not to be cryptic, but there's a lot we can't announce just yet.
Right.
But that's coming. And I know people, I'm the king of, I think, teasers. I'm not sure, but promise you all, if you're listening to this, it's coming. It's coming very soon. It's going to be 2022 is going to be an amazing year. I can't wait. I'm so excited for what's happening. And I love that there's like-minded people. And you know what? Here's what I love the most is that people that are aligning with myself and that I'm aligning with are people that have a dream and a vision. And the way that fits together is none of us are trying to get famous. None of us are trying to be anything more than who we are, but we all kind of get the idea that, man, let's just have a good time doing what we're doing. Let's love our lives. Let's love our jobs. Let's love our families. And make enough to do that.
Exactly.
I don't know. I know that's not a great mission statement, but man, that's where we're at. And I am so excited. It was so exciting for me to drive over to the studio tonight to know I was going to log on and talk to you, because it's worth it, man. I'm just so excited. I'm so excited for where we're headed.
Yeah, completely. And I agree. It's, again, we're not trying to change the world here, but we got our parts in the role or, in the world, and we're going to share with our, our thoughts, our talents, gifts, whatever you want to call it, and do some big things and do enough to enjoy life. Right. And this is part of it. This is part of enjoying life, is talking and sharing and even conversating and hearing back from other people, their thoughts and plans and ideas. And, how can we help others get where we're at? And it's not like we're the top of the Mount Everest, right? I have a long way to go. You have a long way to go, but we've been doing it for quite a long time. We've developed a certain set of skills. I don't know, sound like Liam Neeson there. I have a certain set of skills that will help me farm. Anyway, but we do, and it's taken a lot of study on our parts, but it's time to share and help out others that have a dream to share their wisdom and their gifts and their talents and their thoughts and whatever. So that's it. I mean, I have, obviously, this is my home office here. I have a list right next to me, a little whiteboard here, and I already wrote out my 2022 goals, and I have it ready to go. And for me, making lists, making goals, they go hand in hand, and it's good. People like us, our brains are going a mile a minute, right? We're thinking about what we can do, what we're going to do, what we're going to cook next, how we're going to edit, we're going to do whatever, kids, wife, whatever, right? It's best for me to keep all that written down, have a list. That way I can cross it off. Right. You have a list, you cross it off, you feel an accomplishment, right? And then you don't feel as jumbled up, right? And you just go on to the next one, cross the list off, and then you feel great about it. And when I complete all my goals for 2022, the accomplishments, the weight, whatever, will be lifted, and then we'll be even more focused to 23 and beyond, right? So that's just I'm excited, man. This is gonna be some good stuff going on. I know it is kind of cryptic, and I know we can't really share as much as we'd like to. Trust me. We're chomping. I see the Twitter. Aaron's putting the Twitter out every day. 1-1. I'm like, tell me more.
That's right.
Tell the people they're waiting for you.
Well, if people look on video, there's some Easter eggs. Whether or not they know it, there are some Easter eggs in this very video, and I'll just leave it at that, because I'm the king of teasers. So one of the things we can announce right now is that my team is, I believe, 90% done. I think the quote I was told was 95. So I think it's even closer than we know, but anyway,
Right.
it's in the 90%ish done. Your brand new website, man, we can't give away the link yet. It's coming, and it'll be, and well, actually we can give away the link, but it won't be the one that people are going to see. So my team's about ready to click go on your new website. Can we talk a little bit about what's on? Cause I've seen it, man. And I love what they put together.
I gotta tell you, if you looked up a professional website in Google or in a dictionary, I don't know anybody looking at dictionary lately, but if you looked at it, that's would be it. And I spent some good time with Aaron and Nick. I don't know if he's watching or hearing this, but Nick is the main force behind this website, and he was attentive, took everything I had. I have full trust in him. Like I told you, I gave him the keys to the kingdom. I gave him all the passwords, everything. He can get into my bank accounts. Like I trust him, right? Mm-hmm. And that says a lot. To trust, to put your trust in somebody. And the current website I have, it's cookingwithcj.com. I mean, it's just what it is. The current website I have was built, sorry to say, unprofessionally, but lovingly, because my wife took the task of building the website using buildyourownsite.com, right? Mm-hmm. And it just is not doing anything for us. And what I want is my brand to actually work and do something and be searched and have advertisements on it, have sponsors, the whole bit. So that's why, the partnership worked so well with you, because I knew you had Nick in the fold and who could build this up for us and bring it to a professional level of, just you can call it a blog, if you will, or a destination for recipes, whatever, but professionalized. And that's what I was lacking before. So when this goes live, and I'm saying 1/1 just for the rest, just like you, right? Like, my goal is January 1st it goes live. I'm sure it'll be done before then, but my goal is January 1st to start the year off right. And it's my baby, and then I freaking love it. I'm on YouTube, but I'm on YouTube's platform, right? I'm on there for free. I'm using their space, right? I want to have a spot that is mine, right? So if YouTube goes bye-bye for whatever reason, I have a spot that I can still share my recipes. I can still do my videos. I'll have recipes. I'll have a blog where, I'll be sitting here sometimes and I want to state my feelings on, why do I like white bread over wheat bread? Let's talk about it, right? So obviously that is the most boring subject, and I'd never write about it, but it's a great example, right? It's fine. Yeah. So it's given me a chance to grow up a bit and not just use a abc.com website, where it's just plug this, plug that. It's an actual professional website where we're putting some effort into it and design into it. And man, I am just ridiculously excited about it. I think about it all the time, think about it every day. I check the fake site, the fake link. Mm-hmm. I check it every day just to see where we're at. And Nick's always hounding me for, I need some pictures, I need this, I need that, set up that, and we're like, I'm on, yes sir, whatever you need, let's get it going. And it's instantly implemented. So it's going to be amazing when it's done.
It is. And I've seen it. He also built our site, MyUnscripted.com, plug. No, he built our site for us. And it was the same thing for me. I just sat down with him. I had my dreams, my goals, my visions. Obviously I've got a podcast, I've got multiple podcasts now. We got all these things. Right. And it was just a curation. Is that a word? Can I say curation?
Yeah, I think that sounds right. Sounds right.
It is now. All right. So
I mean, we can't look at it. No, who has a dictionary to look it up, right? No one does. So there you go. It's a gathering of all of my stuff on the web, and he put that together. And Nick is I'm blessed. Again, that was just a relationship, and I think that was something I want to say earlier. One of our platforms for this business is that business is not transactional, man. Business is relationships, and definitely. It was a podcast that you and I did. Nick and I actually worked together in a previous life, probably 15 years ago, and met then, and we just we had a relationship.
relationship, we had a friendship, and now Nick is a massive part of our team and where we're going in 2022. You are as well. So it's just really cool how all these pieces are coming together, but I can't wait for that site. And I think people are really going to love it because it's such a one-stop for all of Cooking with CJ content. And there's a lot of content out there. You've worked very hard. And so you deserve a site that shows all the hard work that you have and a place where people can really find anything they're looking for related to you.
Definitely. I think the way it's set up, we've talked about, I have over 450 or so videos out there, and we're getting every one of them loaded onto that site. We're actually talking about hiring someone else to come in and generate recipes from some of the videos, because most of the time I do not put recipes in my videos because the video is the recipe. It's the tutorial, you can follow along. But I do find that there are people out there that like to print out, a list of what to do and, steps. And that's why I did those 2 cookbooks. I did 2 e-cookbooks of just, it had like one picture, you can see the final product, but it gave everybody the detailed instructions, because again, some people, cook with, they want to have their, iPad in front of them, or their, actually print something out. So
that's right.
There's people that still like to do it, man. And
I'm one of those people.
It's odd to me. What's that?
I'm one of those people, man.
Hey, that's all right. My thing is, you'll see me, I wear an apron in my videos, and I have a pin on it. So I write down the notes for my video, not necessarily, a script or not the recipe, but like, hey, dummy, don't forget to say this, or, don't forget the eggs, whatever, I make notes and I check off notes as I go. And it's actually that part of the YouTube has transferred into my personal just cooking life, right? But we did a late Thanksgiving this weekend. I had family and friends over, because the weekend before we couldn't get everybody together. And I had a yellow pad and wrote a list down of everything, and I checked it off as I went. Like it's the responsibility of the list has come full circle. It's insane. Yeah. So I'm really excited where it's going, and I can't wait.
I can't either. And I know we could talk all night. I don't want to cut it short, but I think we're going to have another episode possibly, but this one's going to be live, right?
I'm going to,
I know I'll be on it, but we're going to do a live launch, right?
Yeah. We're going to do a live launch on my channel on Cooking with CJ on YouTube. Okay. And Nick and Aaron will be on, and we're going to go through it, step by step.
Awesome.
We'll have Nick kind of explain the background and everything, and obviously we'll retouch on our relationship too, but like it's going to be, the about page. This is kind of why we put the about page. Obviously we want to talk about me. This is why we did the recipes this way. And I speak with a ton of cooking creators, right? People will come to me quite a bit, and I'm not trying to sound humorous, but they come to me quite a bit with, how do you do this, or why do you do that, or whatever. And I've had people offer me money to help them out, set up their YouTube pages and the whole bit. And because they see that I know how to do it. And it's not like I'm, 8 million subscribers or anything like that, but I have the knowledge to get it done. And, this is what we're going to bring to the table here, and what we're going to share with the world. And we're going to do that on my launch party. When I say party, you see these bottles behind me. I think 1 or 2 of them might be cracked open, and might have an adult beverage or 2.
There you go.
Just to celebrate, for sure.
Yeah. Well, we're looking forward to it, man. Like I said, I think the announcement was a blip on some people's radar, but I think they're going to hear real soon, a lot louder. Why we're doing this.
We're going to blow this out of the water.
Absolutely. And you and I know what this potential partnership, let me say it again. You and I know the potential of this partnership, and where
I thought we were partnered already.
No, it's not a potential, man. It is lock solid, brother. But the potential of what this partnership could become, ultimately, I think we both see it, because we run kind of fast and we're visionaries. So I'm excited, man, and I'm so honored that you allowed my team to work with you on this. So today, now eventually, today's Cooking with CJ. Is it cookingwithcj.com? Is that right?
Yeah, it's cookingwithcj.com. Yeah.
Cookingwithcj.com. So when you go live, it's going to still be cookingwithcj.com, right?
Yep. They're just Nick is replacing what I had with what he's done. And I don't know the technicalness of it, and I'm pretty sure you don't either, but he can cut. Let's call it cut and pasting. Yeah. He's cutting one and pasting it to where it needs to be. So the link will always be Cooking with CJ. And
there you go.
We're going to have it set up so where you can subscribe to it, just like you would subscribe to YouTube. So you'll get those new newsletters. You'll get the weekly recipes, bios of myself, and eventually we'll add on bios of the Unscripted team. Nice. And because it's part of the partnership.
Sure.
People will have the ability to reach out through myself. They'll see that the website is money in the bank, and they're going to want to work with us. So awesome. That's definitely something we're going to build in there. So
that means world does.
Nothing but big things coming up. For sure.
That's right. So, all right, a couple things. The last thing, links. Give me all the links. I know we just talked about the website, but let's run down the links because you're on a lot of them. So, anybody listening right now for today, because eventually they'll just be able to go to the website. All your links are there. I've already seen it. It looks awesome. Again, clickable. Yeah. Nick is probably working right now as we speak, getting this thing done for you. But Nick is the bomb.com. But that's not a link, but it might be, it should be.
I'm sure it is.
Nick is the bomb.com. It might be a link soon. But anyway, all right. So your links are what?
All right. So obviously we talked about Cooking with CJ on YouTube. I actually do have a second YouTube channel called CJ's Q, because I set up a barbecue channel just to see if the stuff I've learned over the years would help me build that. And it's got money on it. It's building a little bit of cash for me. So we do that one a little bit. Let's see. Facebook, Cooking with CJ is the main fan page. I have 3 other groups built off of it. One for Ninja Foodie Grill, one for the Ninja Foodie Oven, and then one for pellet grills and smokers. All right. So those are all, sub groups to my Cooking with CJ. Instagram is _ Cooking with CJ, because some punk got Cooking with CJ before me. So _ Cooking with CJ. Twitter is Cooking with CJ _ Again, some punk got to me. Let's see here. What else? Pinterest.
TikTok.
Cooking with
TikTok's
CJ.
a big one, man. You're fun on TikTok.
TikTok is so odd, and it's a black hole. Aaron, it's a black hole.
I love it.
You put that thing on, it sucks you in all night long.
So good. I love it.
You put it on at 9 and all of a sudden it's 3 a.m. But anyway, TikTok is cooking.with.cj. All right. So it's sometimes you got to do, because Cooking with CJ, as much as I was so proud of figuring it out for myself, it is not uncommon. So, I'm working on trademarking everything and getting verified on all those platforms. Pinterest is Cooking with CJ also. I'm trying to think what else. So what else I miss? I'm on Thriller. I don't know if you know what Thriller is. All the kids are doing it, man.
I don't know what that is. That's why you're coming on the team, man. That's why the partnership's important. I don't know what half the stuff
Thriller.
You're talking about is.
It's another kind of TikTok YouTuber type platform. And there's not very many cooking videos on there. So I started putting my little shorts on there, the little 1-minute videos, the little TikToks, and it does what it does. I get stuff from rappers going live at that moment, like just way younger than me. I'm still on there.
What I love is there's always a next, right? And I was just telling my wife about this, because I was big in the blogging world when it was cool, and then blogs went away, and now the podcasting world seems to be cool. I don't know if I'm cool, but I'm a part of the podcast thing that's cool at the moment. But something else is coming, right? There'll be always be another, and one day podcasts won't be a big deal, and you can't build your business on just one platform. So
the next thing I've been studying up about is Amazon Live. Okay, so I have an Amazon store, which, funny enough, is Cooking with CJ. But you can go there and you find all of the items I use in my videos, and you can link and buy them, right? Well, I'm studying up on that because there's other creators, not necessarily cooking creators, but there are other creators that are going on there and say you want to talk about your microphone and your headphones and your sound dampeners behind you. All those things you could have a live going on, like this is my Rode Blue, whatever, Yeti microphone here. It's beautiful, whatever. And then underneath it is just a scroll of those items you're talking about. And you gain that revenue and that, brand recognition just being on Amazon. So it's nothing I've tried yet, but it's something I'm going to try. I don't like just going into something completely blind, but it sounds like it's, because, we're like anybody else. We're looking for revenue. We're looking to, we got to pay bills too, right? Yeah, right. So someone's got to pay for all the groceries I cook on my channel. So we're finding new things.
Well, it sounds like something we will.
Yes, we will be talking about.
We will be talking about. So, man, this has been great. Like I said, didn't want to take a ton of time. You were nice enough to come on at 5 o'clock your hour, 8 o'clock my hour.
We're not even going back into the office, man.
Oh, no worries, man. Hey, this isn't work. This is fun. So we're not going to talk about our Raiders. We're going to act like
it's been a rough one.
Unbelievable. But man, we're looking forward to 2022. We're just a few short weeks away from clicking the switch on a brand new website for you. I can't wait for that. And I really can't wait for all the things we're going to do in the future. So this was just hopefully a brief update to everybody as to why we announced the partnership, who CJ is, and man, big things ahead. That's all we can keep saying is big things ahead.
Stay tuned.
Stay tuned. Well, happy holidays to you. I don't know when people will hear this, but if they hear it before the holidays, happy holidays to you, man. I'm sure we're going to be texting and talking a lot before then, but I appreciate you, brother. I really do.
I appreciate everything. And I'm so grateful you brought me in on this and introduced me to Nick and brought me into the mix. I just can't stop smiling about it. And I can't keep thinking big things are happening, man. Big things are coming. And y'all need to stick around and just get ready to get on this train. That's it.
Buckle up.
Exactly.
Buckle up. All right, brother. Happy holidays to you. I'll talk to you soon. All right, man.
All right, man.